Hello crafty friends and welcome back. Today I am playing with Off the Board with pineapple papers and I pulled a sketch. I actually recently pinned this sketch and I'm actually making a 6 by 12 size page. So I'm showing you how the portion of the sketch that I'm going to be using to create my page. I am using some pattern papers from 49 and Market, and I wanted it to be more on the lighter side, so I did kind of get a little choosy on which side of that 12 by 12 piece of paper I cut down. And because I also want to, I'm gonna, in the sketch that there was some stitching shown, so I am going to use some same colored pink stitching from the Kaleidoscope collection that I will pull out here in just a little bit. So I originally start out thinking that I'm going to have 5 pieces, but I do end up using just 4. Like, I believe that's what the sketch had on it, was just 4. And so here is where I have pulled out that page of stitching from Kaleidoscope, the rub-ons, and just trimming out the ones that I want to. And then as I start to trim down some of these things, that you will see that I use my Tim Holtz tiny attacher to staple the backer to the front side of the actual rub-on, just so both pieces will stay together and hopefully my rub-ons will have less of a chance of getting ruined. So and there you can see I have that all rubbed down, and it does actually show up better in person. So hopefully you can see when I have the close-up photos at the end, you can see that they're a little more visible than you can see here. So here I'm using my distress tool and just lightly distressing the edges, nothing too significant, but just giving some texture, since really there's not a whole lot that goes on other than these blocks, the rub-ons, and then basically the cluster where the photo is. So getting those blocks put down here, I do decide to pull out my T-square ruler to make sure that I have them straight going on the vertical, and I just eyeball it in between each of them here. So here is my picture that I am going to include, and my title on this one is called Fit Check. So this was a new vocabulary word for me on this trip, that apparently that what the youngins do now is fit checks, that they take a picture of themselves and send it to their friends to either show off their outfit or ask, what do you think of my outfit, or just so a fit check. And so I think I have already done it, that I took a just a fine tip pen and hand wrote fit check on that turquoise tag that is hanging on the right side of the photo there. I don't think it's glued down yet, but here you can see that I did pull out one of the laser cuts, the one of the bows to put there on the corner. I add this flower here, and then, oh, that chipboard piece was from a Simple Stories chipboard collection. And then a wordy bit that I think it says maybe soak up the sunshine. And I thought that was appropriate, since this was our last day out at the pool and it was quite sunshiny. And get that little bit, that little tag down there, and then I do use a glue dot to put the button over the top here. So let's see, what am I digging for now? Oh, I do decide to put a few more of these little star gems, just trying to get the whole package used up. And I was have used several of them throughout this album, mostly in pocket pages, but yeah, and then I cut off the pink section of that paint palette rub on and put it up there at the top just to kind of give a little texture up in that area, but nothing too significant. So adding my gold splatters as I have throughout my album. And that is pretty much going to wrap things up. So if you have any questions for me, please feel free to leave those down below. I will have links listed below for anyone else that is playing along with crystal and off the board with pineapple papers. And here are the close-up shots. I have links also to my social media accounts. And yeah, if you're new here, please feel free to give me a thumbs up if you like what you saw, and hit the subscribe button if you want to come back and see what else I create. So thank you for stopping by, and we will see you next time. Bye.